All right, what's going on, guys? Today's video is it's going to be about the bills that have been introduced and passed in some cases in state legislation. So this one is going to be focused. I keep looking over here because my laptop's over here, if you're wondering. But anyhow, uh, excuse me. There is there's going to be a meeting August the 22nd of 2020 as far as the board is concerned. Excuse me. And this bill may or may not be brought up again for further discussion. But this bill is very similar to the bill that was passed in Florida, maybe a month, 2 months ago. I don't know if you guys follow Tyler Nolan, but he made a whole video, excuse me, regarding this bill. So this bill this is for Mississippi, or I'm sorry, this is for Alabama, and I'm pulling this off of the USARK website. I will leave them linked in the description below. You guys please check them out. Donate if you can, become a member if you can. If not, join a mailing list. It just asks for I'm looking at it right now. It asks for your name, your email address, your name, first, last, state, and the sign up date. So, everything's got an asterisk by what's required, right? So, what is required to join their mailing list is your email address and your state. You don't have to include your first and last name or the sign up date. Then all you have to do is click subscribe, and you'll get all notifications from your area directly to your email. If you're like me, you check your email pretty regular. So anyhow, let's get to it. This bill was introduced. The deadline to comment on this bill was July 6th of 2020. It states the Alabama Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, the ADCNR, has proposed a regulation to ban many species of reptiles and amphibians and other animals, it says. The regulation states it will be illegal to possess, sell, offer for sale, import, bring, release, or cause to be brought or imported into the state any of the species listed. So we'll go over the list here in just a minute. But that first little segment is very strong. It's very bold. There's no wiggle room. There's no guessing as to what it's about. So it clearly says that they will make it illegal. If this bill passes, it will be illegal to possess, sell, offer for sale, import, bring, release, or cause to be brought or imported into the state. So when I get into the list of animals, you'll understand. So what that basically means is that I don't know if you guys can hear we had some rat babies today. I don't know if you can hear them cutting up, but they're making a lot of racket. Anyhow, what that means is that any of the animals listed, and we'll go over it in just a second, cannot be sold in the state, offered for sale. They cannot be brought into the state for any reason. They cannot be possessed in the state for any reason. And they definitely can't be released, which you shouldn't be releasing your reptiles anyway. I think for most good-minded, well-mannered reptile owners, we would not do that to begin with. But there are a few that they get a retic and it's too big and they don't know what to do, so they just let it go. I mean, unfortunately, we have those people in our community. The next little segment says the state currently bans several fish and mammal species under the ACDNR Administrative Code, Chapter 220-2, Game and Fish Division. The proposal amends the current regulation and adds specific species below to the ban list. All right, so there's already a bill in place I have not looked this bill up, but I'm sure it says that you can't move fish from one place to another, and you can't introduce an invasive species into the water. Uh, I'm sure that's pretty much what that goes off of. Same with deer, any kind of deer or anything like that. Um, Anyhow, so all species listed um, under the Lacey Act, current and future. So that kind of doesn't make any sense to me. So the current Lacey Act is in place now, but it also includes animals that might be in the future added to the Lacey Act. So they're technically not part of the act yet. So keep that in mind. They got a fight going on over there. All right, so on this list, there's like 6 or 7 bullet points right here that I'll read off of. Nothing major. I mean, it's pretty bad, but anyhow. So reticulated pythons are on the list. Burmese and Indian pythons are on the list. Green and yellow anacondas are on the list. Northern and southern African rock pythons have made the list. There are 201 species of salamanders that have made the list. And then it says all other Lacey Act species. There's a link to click to see the other animals that are on that list. So any of those animals, retics, Burmese, any anaconda, rock pythons, I'm not sure how many species of salamanders there are, but 201 sounds like a pretty large number. So none of those will be, you won't be able to possess them, sell them, or offer for sale. Any of those listed. So that's tough, right? If you've had a retic for 15 years, that's tough. If you've had an anaconda for 15 years, that's tough. These are all larger animals. I'm not exactly 100% sure on the African rock pythons. I'm not sure how large they get or what have you, but okay, so that was under the first. Under the second is all non-indigenous venomous reptiles, which would be, it doesn't have a list, but I'm sure it's cobras and squams and Gila monsters probably are on that list. Anyhow, there's a whole slew of them. So non-indigenous, if I'm not mistaken, means that they're not a resident of the state. If that makes any sense, they're not native to the state. So technically, I don't know how it is in Alabama, but here in Mississippi, it's illegal to possess any animal that is native to that state. So if I was to own a white-tailed deer, which is native to this state, it would be against the law unless I had permits in place. So if I was to go get a timber rattler out of my backyard and put him in an enclosure and keep him, that's technically against the law here in this state. All right, so number 3 is all tegus. So any tegus you're not allowed to own, sell, or offer for sale. Any tegus. Let's see. What else is on here? Get full details. There's a link that you can click on, usark.org/alert Alabama 2020. There's also a Facebook link. Again, I will link this website in the description below, and you can find all the latest bills that are attached to reptiles of any type. Let's see. So that's the bill. There was a survey that was due in July. Let's see if I can find this. Here. You can click on this link off to the side that says Alert Alabama. So this is where I got my dates. Update on 8/5/20. The ADCNR announced its meeting of the Alabama Conservation Advisory Board for August 22nd. The agenda is vague, but this proposal may be discussed. We await a response This is the U.S. ARC organization. We await a response from the ADCNR. Links to the announcement and the vague agenda are below. So again, this, you can find all this on this website. You guys, I can't stress it enough. If we don't get behind these guys and donate if you can, $1, $2, $10, $5. Donate to them if you can, because they have a legal team that goes and fights for our rights to own reptiles. If we sit back and do nothing, there's a chance that this may come to your state or my state, which I don't own any retics or berms, or I don't own a tegu, but it's still kind of, what if I wanted one? What if that's what I was out looking for, was a retic or a berm or a blue tegu? What if that's something that I would be interested in owning for myself as a pet, as a display animal? What if I wanted a king cobra, which I mean, I would like to have one, but that's not going to happen. I'm not careful enough to do that. But anyhow, that's a whole nother lane to explore one day. But guys, please, I can't stress enough, usarc.org is that's the website. Again, I'll leave them linked in the description below. It does have, let me go click the home tab here. It does have a list of every state that has a bill in it. Let's see if I can find it. No, I can't find it right now. I see Pennsylvania. Looks like Texas has got something. Arkansas has got something. Alabama, Florida. So it's starting, guys, and we've got to take a stand for our hobby and for our passion, which hopefully is reptiles or reptile keeping or breeding. So I don't like the fact that they're trying to make it illegal to possess. And unfortunately, what they're doing is, one article I read, I cannot recall where I read it from, but they give you, from the date that it is passed, they're going to give you 90 days to notify the DNR, and during that time you can either bring your animals to be disposed of, or you can dispose of your animals yourself. It's pretty tough. Disposed means they're gonna euthanize them. So keep that in mind when you look at your animals, your pets, if you have pets or if you breed. When you pull them racks open and you see this beautiful animal that you've bred, keep that in mind. It may be coming for you next. You never know. So let's all get together. Let's take a stand. The only way to beat it is to stand together. And fortunately for us, this organization does have a law firm behind it. So they do have lawyers in place that will stand in court and fight for our rights to own and breed reptiles. So anyway, guys, that's all I got. Not my favorite kind of video to make, but it had to be done. I feel like I needed to do my part and put the word out there. I've watched a couple other videos on this, but the ones that I've seen only related to Florida. This Alabama thing just happened the other day. So guys, give me a comment down below. Let me know if you've got any word of this happening in your state or your area. I'm kind of interested to see how far this is going to go. So please comment below. Let me know. Again, comment, share, like, subscribe. Help me grow this channel. I sure would appreciate it. Don't forget, I will leave this linked in the description below. usarc.org will be linked in the description below. Click on it. Subscribe to them. At the least, subscribe to their mailing list. It'll help. It'll help spread the word. As long as we're spreading the word, that's, for the most part, all we can really do. Anyhow, guys, that's all I got. I appreciate the view. I will see you on the next one.